What's up? This is Tariq. Last week, Apple announced the Apple Watch Ultra that is designed for the endurance athletes, ultra runners, and sports enthusiasts that just demand more from their watches. Also, Apple, for the first time with the Ultra, is going head-to-head against companies like Garmin, Polar, and Coros. But there are a few things that Apple missed that going to make it a little bit more difficult to convince these people to switch. With the new Ultra Watch, Apple took the same Apple Watch design and made it stronger, beefier with a bigger battery, and as an Ironman triathlete myself who swim, bike, and run on a daily basis, I am very excited to get my hands on one and put it through its paces. The Apple Watch Ultra is the largest Apple Watch to date at 49mm, which is 5mm larger than the 45mm Apple Watch Series 8. This allows Apple to put a bigger battery that is 76% larger inside its aerospace grade titanium body. The result is a battery life of 36 hours in typical use and up to 60 hours with a battery optimization setting coming later this fall. That is double the amount of battery you currently get with a regular Apple Watch, but still doesn't come close to what you get from competitors like Garmin and Coros. Even Garmin poked fun at Apple with a tweet that they measure battery life in months, not hours, #Enduro2. So that is interesting, and could it be a sign that Garmin is starting to feel that Apple is stepping onto their turf and feeling threatened? They also followed it by an ad campaign about how long the battery in their watches lasts. Anyway, Apple said the battery lasts long enough to complete an Ironman triathlon, which is a 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike ride, and a full marathon. The cutoff time for an Ironman is usually around 17 hours. But the average finish time for an Ironman triathlon is usually around 13-14 hours. So based on their claims, I expect the battery to last over 17 hours in the battery optimization setting with activity tracking. So we'll have to do some testing on that. Apple also made the Ultra very bright with a display that goes up to 2000 nits. That's as bright as an iPhone 14 Pro. And for comparison, the Garmin Epix has half the brightness at 1000 nits, which is still very bright. And looking at Garmin Twitter feed, I don't see anything where they brag about their nits. Apple Watch Ultra features dual frequency GPS integration, both the L1 and L5 frequencies. Basically, this should solve most GPS issues, and Apple made a specific call out to the Chicago Marathon, which is in a city with skyscraper blocking the GPS signal. Many watches have issues with keeping a strong GPS connection around buildings, so Apple is basically saying this will solve that issue. It also detects when you arrive at a running track. A track running mode isn't anything new, and competitors had that for many years, but Apple does this differently. So as you probably know, not all running tracks measure the same distance. So to get the track information, Apple is tapping into their map data to get the correct track information. So essentially, you do not have to do anything to enter the running track measurement, and you can just start your running or track running workout. Also, the Ultra has an upgraded speaker that can blast a loud emergency siren at nearly 86 decibels if you need help, and can be heard up to 600 feet or 180 meters away. So Apple did a ton of upgrades on the hardware side. On the software side, the Ultra has all the functionality and features available in the Apple Watch Series 8. It monitors heart rate, tracks sleep, and can take ECG readings, monitor blood oxygen, and offers a ton of other fitness tracking options. They also revamped the compass and added waypoint tracking to help you navigate back to your starting point. The watch also has the ability to detect falls and crashes and will call emergency for you if you need it, whether you have your phone around or not, because every Apple Watch Ultra comes with cellular service, which need to be activated, by the way. So a lot of amazing stuff Apple did here to get into the ultra endurance and outdoor enthusiast space. But there are few things that Apple just missed that could have made this watch the ultimate watch and would have destroyed the competition. The first one is support for third-party accessories. Apple does not natively support the ability to pair to third-party accessories via Bluetooth or ANT+. For example, if you want to use an external heart rate monitor or pair a power meter, you won't be able to do it with the Apple Watch Ultra or any Apple Watch for that matter, where that is something the competitors have been supporting for years. Many of these fitness accessories utilize ANT+ or Bluetooth to broadcast data. I can see Apple never supporting ANT+, but almost every type of accessory now support Bluetooth broadcasting. One of the reasons Apple hasn't done that was to conserve battery, but with the Apple Watch Ultra, Apple has the ability to do that, and this would have opened up a whole new possibilities and what I believe to be the number one reason most triathletes and cyclists won't make the switch to the Apple Watch. Also, since Apple spent so much time building features designed basically to keep you alive, one of the main accessories cyclists use to help save their lives is a rear view radar that provides visual and audible alerts for vehicles approaching them from behind, and they can see those alerts on a bike computer or a watch. So having support for a rear view radar like Garmin Varia would have been a win for cyclists and Apple. Same thing for triathlon. The watch was so good at automatically detecting transition, but it did not record my power data and display it for me because there is no way to do that on an Apple Watch. And for triathletes, particularly long course triathletes, cycling power is the single most important metric that practically could keep them alive in a triathlon, if you know what I mean. The second one is native heart rate broadcasting. The Apple Watch is so good at measuring heart rate. There are some apps out there that allow you to do that, but they are so buggy and just don't work as well. Probably the Peloton heart rate integration is one of the better ones that I have seen, but only works with the Peloton bike or tread. But as a triathlete and an Apple Watch user myself, I wish I can just broadcast my heart rate to my bike computer when I am cycling so I do not have to worry about wearing another heart rate sensor. I already use my watch to track my cycling activity mostly for its built-in crash detection and safety feature, but wouldn't it be nice if it just broadcasted my heart rate to my bike computer? The last one on my list is third-party app integration. So when looking at the ultra runner and triathlete population, particularly long course triathletes, a good portion of these athletes have a coach that prescribes their workout in Training Peaks, for example. Apple Watch OS 9 allows you to build running and cycling workouts using the watch itself, but competitors like Garmin allow you to import directly from third-party applications like Training Peaks, so the workout of the day that your coach prescribed will just show up on your watch and you can just go and execute it. So definitely, Apple has some work to do as they move into the serious fitness space. But I also want to hear from you. Do you plan on getting yourself the Apple Watch Ultra? If not, what is that one feature that you are waiting on? Let me know in the comments. Okay. Hope you find this video helpful. Remember to hit the like button, and if you are still watching and have not subscribed yet, then you know what to do. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next video.